The NHL boasts many Hall of Fame legends, such as Wayne Gretzky, Henrik Lundqvist, Mario Lemieux, and others. But one seemingly forgotten NHL legend is Steve Larmer. A late-round draft pick for the Blackhawks, Larmer became an essential part of the team with his relentless consistency, Iron Man durability, and ability to deliver in crucial moments. His journey from an underestimated rookie to dominating the ice with the Chicago Blackhawks, hoisting the Stanley Cup with the New York Rangers, and ultimately being largely forgotten, leaves one question left to be answered. Is he ever going to enter the Hall of Fame? This is his story. Steve Larmer was born on June 16, 1961, in Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. Larmer would begin his career in the 1977-78 season with the Peterborough Petes of the Ontario Major Junior Hockey League, recording 24 goals and 17 assists over 62 games, and would join the Niagara Falls Flyers in 1978, recording 37 goals and 47 assists in 66 games, totaling 84 points. He kept a consistent record all the way till 1981. This would grab NHL scout attention, but surprisingly, he was not drafted until the 6th round, 120th overall pick by the Chicago Blackhawks. He was reportedly overlooked by many NHL scouts because of his 5'11", 195-pound frame. He would make his NHL debut the following year, playing in only 4 games and recording 1 assist. He would spend this year developing his skills and finishing his time with Niagara Falls. In 1981 to 1982, he would make 3 NHL appearances, however, didn't record a single point in the NHL and spent most of his time in the AHL with the New Brunswick Hawks by scoring 38 goals, providing 44 assists across 74 games, totaling 82 total points. In the 1982 to 1983 season, he made his full NHL debut season, playing in all 80 games with the Chicago Blackhawks, scoring 43 goals, 47 assists, resulting in 90 points, securing him the Calder Memorial Trophy as the league's top rookie in the 1982 to 83 season. Larmer consistently continued to show amazing results on ice in his next 10 seasons with Chicago, scoring over 70-plus points in each season. But notably from 1982 to 1993, Larmer played in 884 consecutive games for the Blackhawks, setting an NHL record for the most consecutive games played with the same team at that time. And you might be thinking that Larmer was a very soft-style player to culminate all these games. However, this was not really the case.
Offsetting, here's Steve Larmer in for Chicago. Hit hard by Wendell Clark and roughed up on the inboards, and now they look like they're going to fight.
Larmer's playmaking abilities were equally impressive as he consistently set up his teammates with pinpoint passes, leading to several seasons with over 50 assists. One of Larmer's most notable seasons came in 1990 to 91, when he tallied 44 goals and 57 assists for a career-high 101 points. His ability to contribute offensively while maintaining a strong defensive game earned him recognition as one of the league's elite players, though he often flew under the radar due to his understated demeanor. Larmer was one of the most reliable players and point scorers. However, he was ultimately overshadowed by guys in his line such as Dennis Savard and Al Secord. Despite being in the shadow of these stars, Larmer's remarkable consistency, scoring reliability, and defensive capabilities made him an integral part of the Blackhawks' success. As time went on, Larmer's focus shifted toward achieving his ultimate goal, winning the Stanley Cup. His pursuit of a championship ring took precedence over maintaining his incredible Iron Man streak. Closest he had come to hoisting the cup with the Blackhawks was in 1992, but after that season, head coach Mike Keenan departed, making way for Daryl Sutter. At 32 years old, Larmer found himself clashing with Sutter, as their contrasting styles and approaches to the game created tension, making their relationship a challenging one. Chicago's playoff run that spring ended in disappointment as they were swept by their rivals, the St. Louis Blues. The loss only deepened the divide between Larmer and head coach Daryl Sutter. Shortly after the series, Larmer requested a trade, marking the end of his time with the Blackhawks. While he never publicly admitted to any personal conflict with Sutter, rumors swirled among insiders that their relationship had become strained. Larmer kept his explanation simple and professional, stating, "It was time for a change. I spent a long time there, and I just felt it was time to take a different road." At the start of the 1993-94 season, Larmer made the difficult decision to hold out, missing all of training camp, the preseason, and the first 13 regular season games for the Blackhawks. This marked the end of his remarkable Iron Man streak. Had he played in every game that season, he would have surpassed Doug Jarvis as the NHL's all-time leader in consecutive games played. Instead, Larmer found himself in limbo until he was ultimately traded to the New York Rangers. Reflecting on the decision to end his streak, Larmer expressed no regrets, and I quote, "You can't live like that. I'd do the same things all over again. The team was going in a different direction, and I was one of the last guys there from a different era. It wasn't a rebuild, but I felt the team was stuck in neutral." Larmer played his first game for the Rangers on November 3rd at Madison Square Garden and recorded an assist in a 6-3 win over Vancouver. In the 68 games he had played in the 1993-94 seasons with the New York Rangers, he managed to score 21 goals, 39 assists, totaling in 60 points, alongside 16 points in 23 games in the playoffs, and ultimately winning the Stanley Cup with the New York Rangers in 1994. Larmer concluded his NHL career during the lockout-shortened 1995 season, recording 14 goals and 15 assists for 29 points in 47 games before deciding to retire. His career totals were remarkable: 441 goals and 571 assists for 1,012 points in 1,006 regular season games. In the postseason, he was equally reliable, contributing 56 goals and 75 assists for 131 points across 140 playoff games. He was a two-time NHL All-Star, would win silver with Canada at the World Championships, and a Canada Cup championship in the same year. After retiring from professional hockey, Larmer remained connected to the game, serving as the NHLPA's Director of Player Relations for 7 years. Eventually, he returned to his hometown of Peterborough, Ontario, where he transitioned to a quieter life while remaining a respected figure in hockey circles. But one question still dawns over Steve Larmer's career. Is he ever going to enter the Hockey Hall of Fame? This question has sparked many debates and discussions online. Some people are all in for it, some are not. However, it is important to note that his accomplishments rival many already in the Hall of Fame. Add his 884-game Ironman streak and standout playoff performances, and it's quite hard to argue that he doesn't belong in it. This doesn't really seem to bother Steve Larmer himself, adding in an NHLPA interview. "It's not an issue for me," he said. "If it's something that happens, it happens. You can't go back and change things." Thank you for watching. Do you believe Steve Larmer deserves a spot in the Hall of Fame? Let me know in the comments. If you made it this far, consider subscribing and liking the video. It helps the channel a lot. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in the next one.